What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, and today I didn't just go to the knife shop to pick you up something. I went to the beauty shop. I picked up a Case Trapper. Holy Moses. This thing is beautiful. I'm talking beautiful. And this isn't like, oh yeah, it's really nice looking. This is beautiful. You got that jig bone, that black jig bone in there with the brass pins, and you got the nickel silver bolsters, and you've got a closed length of, I believe, 4 1/4 on this guy. And it is 2 blades. You have your clip point and your spade blade right here. And these are, I believe, 3.5 inches long. This is true sharp steel, which means it is truly sharp. Case does not mess around when it comes to putting an edge on a weapon. These are, or a tool, these are fantastic. You do have the gorgeous brass liners in there. You have your amazing steel frame liners right there. Look at this, man, mirror polished. These things are awesome. So what are the blades? Let's start with this guy right here, the clip point. This is your do-everything blade, right? This is your workhorse, your cutting blade, your shaving blade, your whittling blade. This is everything that you need a blade for kind of blade until you get to the other blade. The glasses are falling off my head. So this right here, I mean, everybody knows the clip point. It's a typical Stewie, like Stewie Griffin. What the deuce? So it's a typical Bowie style point. That's what you see on all the classic Bowies, is a nice clip point. And the reason that they keep on putting them on there is because they keep on working. It's just a great design on the blade. So then you think, all right, well, what's this guy right here, and why does it have a round tip? Woo, well, let's get into that. This guy right here is a great, and anybody who does any kind of hunting and skinning, you understand what a round tip is good for. It is a great skinning knife. Now, as far as like the size of the game, doing a buffalo or a Tyrannosaurus Rex or anything like that, you don't really have to worry about the clip point being too long and pointy. Basically, this is made for like, you got rabbits, you got squirrels. The reason they do this is because when you're going like this, to get under that skin, what happens is sometimes the skin is going to fold over, it's going to be round, and all of a sudden that clip point is so sharp, it's going to, and now you got a hole in your skin. With the nice round piece right here, you're less likely, and almost not likely at all, to stab through your pelt while you're trying to skin. And that's really nice, because nobody wants a pair of gloves with an eye hole in it. So it actually works out really well. But your main workhorse blade is right here. This is going to be the one that gets it all done. Now, the heat treat on their true sharp steel is legendary. These guys, there's a reason that Case is the #1 most collected knife brand in the world, because they're awesome. These knives are they're phenomenal, and you're not stuck. If you see this and you're like, oh, black jig bone, okay, that's nice, but it's not my style. They do this knife, and I don't even know how many different handle materials. All their knives are pretty much multi-handle materialed, and it's a way for them to really look out for the consumer, you know, and what you want, because it's like being able to customize your own piece. You know what I mean? You could just choose, okay, I want 3 blades, but I want this handle, but I want, you know, I want a canoe style, or, you know what I mean? There's so many different options you can get with Case blades. It's just insane. It's insane. This one right here, this one makes me insane. It is so pretty and so nice in the hand. It's such a great feeling that I just love it. And right here, the bend where the clip point begins, it's actually a hard bend. I don't know if you could actually see that, but it's a hard bend, which gives you, for doing things like skinning and ripping, it gives you a really good placement for your finger. That is a joy to hold. You got this little, kind of like a little ricasso area, so when you choke up, you're not on the sharp steel, you're right there on the ricasso. So when I'm doing whittling, I can literally, because you want to be pressing so hard that the blade is going to begin to fold until you hit that wood, and then that pressure, it's going to be what holds it. And having this little area right here in between the beginning of this blade and the beginning of this edge, that little area right there is tremendously comfortable and tremendously usable. That right there, see, I can hold it in like a little V. See, here's open all the way. What I do is I give it a little like this. Now when I'm hitting the wood, that pressure is added to where I know it's not going to close on me. It just can't close on me. But that pressure right there, and even if I'm pressing pretty good and hard, you can see the bend. That right there is all I need, but that'll never close on you. It is made strong. As far as fit and finish is concerned, this is a case. It's a case true and true. The blades line up majestically. Look how gorgeously thick those spines are. Just so nice. This is what you want in a trapper knife. This is exactly what you want in a trapper knife. But look at this fit and finish. I mean, all the way through. Just, adding the brass liners just gives us so much pop. You know what I mean? It distinguishes the fact that there are multiple pieces in there, so it doesn't look like just one hunk of steel. You can really, really see the design. It is gorgeous. They don't overscale things, which I love. So many knives you see out there, they come like this to the bolsters, and then they have this huge bow. And then it comes back in, and it's completely unnecessary. You want it to be able to fit inside a pocket because there's no clips on these. This is what it does. It goes inside a pocket. You can get a little leather sheath for them and hang them on a belt, but it's a pocket knife. And you don't want something, the size of a Coke bottle sitting in your pocket. It's just not comfortable. So they do a great job of understanding, the ergonomics of a knife and how it should be and how it should fit in a pocket. The other thing they do well is just build them right. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this thing. I might, before we go outside, I'll just cut a little cardboard and then we'll go outside and we'll use it out there on some wooden stuff. All right, let's get ready. So, I told you all about how greatly sharp this is. Absolutely forgot to show you. So let's, woo-wee. Man, this will take down a Amazon lady's legs. Look at all the hair. You see all that on there? I mean, guys, when we talk shave, sharpen a blade, you should just be able to brush the steel against the hair and remove the hair. I brush the steel across the hair and it removed the hair. So, let's see. I'm going to go with the tip. I got my little finger hold right there. Wait for the focus to come back. Maybe not. All right, so it'll catch up to us eventually. There we go. So I'm just going to push my tip into there, and then I'm just going to wiggle so I get a nice line. I'm not using power. I'm just wiggling. I could just tear, but I don't want to do that. I just wanted a really nice line. Let's see. I want to do something here. Let's open up both blades and see. Even though they're at different angles, we'll see if we can't. And when I say see if we can't, I meant of course we can. So you see there's a little in-between piece between the two blades. They just cut so flawlessly. Both blades are razor thin. Look at this. I mean, it's just, you want to make a nice notch in some cardboard? Look at that. That's pretty cool. And you can take two pieces of cardboard, fit them together. You can build yourself a doghouse. Keep it out of the rain. Sharp. These guys are sharp. I love them. Let's take them outside and show you more sharp testing. All right, so we are days away from Christmas here in Massachusetts. We don't have a flake of snow on the ground. The grass is still green, and I'm still wearing shorts. It's crazy. Shorts and a t-shirt. Imagine that. I mean, shorts and a t-shirt, yeah. So let's take apart this bottle right here. I'm pretty sure that'll be no problem for the case. Like I said, I'm sure that will be no problem for the case. Why? Because it's not just sharp, it's true sharp. And holy Moses. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Hooey. Let's go put it to some wood. All right, so here we are. I got some of that wood I was telling you about. This is a nice piece of hardwood. I'll use some softwood later, but as for now, I just want to make a notch in some hardwood, because the harder the wood, the harder it is to work it. And when you're talking about, you know, a little trapper like this, people might think, oh, you're not going to be able to get what you want out of that blade. And I say, well, then you must not know what I want, because this blade will do anything I ask of it. I don't know if that's all blurry on you guys or not, but that is nice. It's just nice. Now, hardwood, normally what'll happen is you'll skate right off of it. This blade is removing wood, and I'm hoping you can see it flying off of there. You know, you guys are, to me, you're in the shade, so I can't really see that good, but literally it's just shaving, and I'll show you what I mean. It's taking out huge pieces of wood when I scale across. Here's one of them. But so this is what the wood looked like. It was all brown and caca. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm shaving, and you can see the little bow right there, whoop, of wood that I'm absolutely removing. So what I want to do is get a nice piece that won't take me 2 years to go through. I want to just bang right through it. And this is a long clip point. Look at that going through. It's a long clip point. I'm breaking my baton here. And look at this. This True Sharp is just awesome. Holy mackerel. I really buried it on that last hit into the wood. So now let's see. Is there any wobbling? No. Is there any unnecessary movement? No. Does it close? Does it open? Yes. Did we decimate the edge? Here's the test. Woohoo! Absolutely not. That is case. That is a case edge. Can you guys see that? I hope you could all see that. Otherwise, I'm just putting patches on my arm for nothing. Boop. It is a case blade. This thing is awesome. So batoning through hardwood and then still being shaved sharp, that's True Sharp. That's what True Sharp is. That's literally what True Sharp is. It's the ability to go through a material and remain truly sharp. I mean, truly sharp. We'll take a nice big fat piece here. We'll go through once, and we'll fold it, and now we have it doubled up, and it is no problem. Why? Because this is a case. We have some rubber vacuum cleaner hose. It is, let's see. That's weird. It just went right through. I'm even pulling back on the blade, but I don't need to, because it's cutting all the way through on the first time, just like that. And look at this edge. Look at this edge. Flawless victory. This thing is amazing. I mean, it's a trapper, guys. It's made to do light work, but it's a case. And Case is a heavy work knife company, if you ask me, because that's what I use them for. I use my Case blades all the time. My Tribal Lock is with me almost all the time. My American Workman Sod Buster, I have that so many times throughout the day. When I camp and whatnot, my Double X Bowie, that is a staple carry. So I have no weird feelings about this not being up to snuff, because it's a case blade. It's what they are. It's what they do. And this guy right here, this clip point, this is a working knife. That's what that is. That's a working man's blade. And that's the one that you use to do anything you want with. And I mean, if I got to make arrows, if I have to make darts, if I have to make spear tips, if I have to sharpen a pencil, if I have to sharpen a toenail, I don't care. This thing is going to do it. This thing is going to do it, not just every time and all the time, but I mean every time and all the time. It is, snap, it is awesome. Awesome little tiny perfect knife. And it's not even little and tiny, because you think about it, most of these, you see a lot of these trappers, you got 3-inch blades, 2.5-inch blades. Not this guy. This guy right here, these things are sitting around 3.5 inches and making pretty curly cues. So let's take it over to the tree. Okay, so we all know that these are not in any form of any sense of the way chopping blades. However, sometimes you got to get some light chopping done. Well, and this is what you have for a knife. Let's get some light chopping done. let's see. We will just debranch this thing. And it's taking wood off. You can see the branch fall. There's another branch. There's another branch. Now these are tiny little branches, but it's not a chopping knife. However, it's a knife. And if you got to chop, and this is the knife you have, bada boom, bada bing. That's what you use. So let's see if we can't do the old cucumber salad with this guy. Oh yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. It's just so smooth. As a matter of fact, I mean, wow, that's really, really nice. What I want to do is I want to use the other blade to do this, because that's the blade that you're going to be doing a lot of your skinning with. And so that's the one that's going to be going underneath. And we will see together how absolutely fine this blade is. Look at this. That's just the skin, zero wood on that thing. Look at how green that is. That's just the skin. I'm just placing the knife there and I'm pushing. I'm not digging. I'm just pushing. So literally, there we go. There we go. Look how fine this is. Look how fine this is. Now, if I need to, in an emergency situation, I can use a knife like this on some pine. And here we go. Boop. I can use it to tie. Oop, I missed it. Tie things together. This makes a very, very usable lightweight tie. So you can do some little knots and whatnot, and just hold things together in your structure or whatever you're doing. You can make little knots and tie things together, all by doing this. Now, if I decided to shave off 3 pieces and braid them together, then I actually have, you know, semi rope going on. But look at this. This is just, look at this. I can just push all the green. Look at how it just comes right off. Just comes right off. Anything I want to get under, and I can get to any level of this wood that I want just by sliding it across. I can clean up all the green and leave it still really, really smooth without taking out chunks. And so all this pine, I can take all this sticky area right here, and now right there is crazy smooth. And all I'm doing is just brushing this knife against it. That's it. Just brushing it against the steel. Now it's full of sap, so I got to clean it. But instead of bringing it to the rack, because I have to go clean it anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna end it here, and I'm just gonna show you, man. This thing is heaven sent. This is typical case perfection. It is beautiful. It's strong. It's well made. It's made in America. This thing is just, it's an incredible knife. There aren't too many tasks that you would use a small knife for that you can't do with this knife. I mean, if I wanted to go cut tomatoes, I can cut tomatoes. You know what I mean? It's just that kind of knife. It's a do-all, and it's fantastic. This is one of those pocket knives that any camper, hiker, hunter should own. If you're a knife collector, this is one you should own. This is case perfection. And remember, you're right around the corner from Christmas. So you still have time, if you're watching this video today, to go buy yourself one of these and get it home in time to wrap it up. And that's what we're going to do right now too. We're going to wrap it up. So the Case Trapper, this one is black jig bone. It is absolutely gorgeous. Can I recommend this knife? I'm not just can I. I'm telling you, yes, go buy this knife. It is that great. I love it. I love you guys. You're all my people. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.